Hello, welcome back. Today I am reviewing Starting Over by Sheri S. Levy. Now, this book is actually book 2 in the Trina Ryan series. This was book 1. Oh, apparently, still had the bookmark in it. This is 7 Days to Goodbye, which I already reviewed. Great book. If you're looking for a clean, wholesome kind of read for your teens, pre-teens would be absolutely fine with this because, like I said, it is very wholesome. Anyway, these are really good books for that, okay? Especially if they like animals. There you go. Anyway, this is book 2. Now, technically, I think you could actually read this as a standalone, okay, without having read 7 Days to Goodbye first. Although I think that because there are lots of references to things that happened in the first book within this second book, having read the first book would add to this one. Although, that being said, when they are referenced, they're explained well enough that, you know, the important information is there anyway. So you could read it without having read the first one. Anyway, that's the point. Now, in this one, we have Trina, who was the protagonist in the first one as well. But this time, we're at her house, okay? And we discover that she has this huge thing for horses as well as dogs. It's not, you know, she's just animal lover in general. So anyway, she's working at the barn, which is next door to her house, and she has been training for several years with a horse at the barn because she wants to do competitions and things like that. Anyway, so she's now balancing the horse stuff with the dog stuff because she's got a new puppy as well. This is the first time, because the dog that she had in the first book was already slightly older when she got him, and so this is her first time having to deal with like a little puppy, so that has added complications in it as well. Then we have the romance element, which is Chase, who was in the first book, and their long distance relationship and things. There is also another love interest for her in it as well. We also have Sarah, the best friend, who was in the first one. She's also in the second one, although plays a much lesser role in this one than she did in the first one. But as a general, the characters were much stronger in the first one than they are in the second. But we do have a new character as well. We have, well, there's a couple of new characters, but the main one would be Morgan, who is another girl who Trina meets through the barn and the horses and things, and she's got a whole suitcase full of problems, that girl, and so Trina's having to deal with that as well, and all the different things going on in these different elements and everything. So there is a lot happening in the second book, okay? So, and I think the starting over applies to not just Trina in this book. This book is about general starting over, which is a nice message anyway in the book. I like that about it. What else can I tell you about? Because I don't want to spoil stuff. I will say though, something that was very clear with both the first and the second book is the fact that the author really has done her research. Okay, it's a very authentic book from the point of view of the PALS Association, and so the dog training, all the different elements and like the technical stuff about how they teach the dog to do things. and things like that. Although I have to say, I'm a little concerned that these dogs, about their diets, because they seem to be always be getting treats, and I'm like, how do they not turn into like this round, huge round blob if they're getting treats all the time? But anyway, there was lots of research into that, also with the horses as well, for the taking care of them, the kind of things that need to be done at the barn, and stuff like that, but also through the competitions and stuff like that. There was some information in there as well, which is quite interesting. I also think she also did some research into some medical aspects, because that comes up in the book as well. But anyway, this really comes across in the writing because it's very authentic. Oh, what else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? Apparently they have a lot of freakish weather around that, which I don't know, I suppose if you live in a place where there are hurricanes and that kind of stuff, maybe it would ring truer to you, that aspect. For me, I live in Rome in Italy, and we don't really have to deal with that kind of stuff. So the fact that, you know, like 1 minute there's a pool party and right in the hot blistering sun putting on sun lotion, and the next minute everything's getting blown away, the roof's getting blown off and stuff because there's a hurricane, and I think that kind of threw me a little bit. But other than that, lots of positive things about this book anyway. So yeah, I was going to give this, I was undecided whether to give it a 3 or a 4 star. I'm definitely pushing more towards the 4. I think I've weighed it up, and I think it's definitely closer to a 4 than a 3. Okay. And I also discovered there is going to be a 3rd and final book in the series as well, which I will be reading. Just definitely want to see what happens in the end of this, because the characters are very lovable. You get attached to them anyway. And yeah, so that is today's review. If you have read either of the books, if you've read Starting Over or if you've read 7 Days to Goodbye, then please let me know what you think about them as well. And yeah, if you're excited about the 3rd book coming out, I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out. I think the authors are still working on it, but it is coming. If you are excited about it, then, you know, feel free to shout out below as well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!